MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Bryce Wilson starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Hey, Manny, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win. Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, D-Row. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Albies aboard here at first with nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Once again a 3-2. Hit out towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, man, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category.
Well, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up a lot of RBIs. He's also way up there on the home run leaderboard.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. One out and a runner on third. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
The 3-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Freddie Freeman, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fouled away. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. With 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series, he's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
From the stretch, the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at ball one.
One ball.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Two balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. Cespedes takes ball 4 there, and he'll head down to first.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Into the box now, Austin Riley, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hard hit ball to second. Cano has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Braves 1. The Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Sean Newcomb gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
The left fielder,
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Popped up. Albies is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along. This guy is one of the great hitters of all time. 300 batting average with 300 home runs. That is a tremendous combo. He's a fun player to watch.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and it's fouled away. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1. The 3-1. Popped him up. Freeman is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Alonso, a native of Tennessee. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. One ball and one strike to their designated hitter this afternoon. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Newcomb is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Patty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
The first baseman.
Here's Todd Frazier now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
Brian McCann.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Hard hit ball to second. There's Cano. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First delivery to him on the way. And that's taken for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Waiting on deck is Nick Markakis. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Swanson, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Standing in now, Nick Markakis, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Two-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike. Catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. Who says first base is where they hide the guys that can't play the field? We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Striding into the box, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
At the plate, Robinson Cano. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now the 0-1. And he popped him up. Donaldson in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 0-2, here it comes. Fastball call, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First pitch coming, here it is. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. So that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Long throw to third. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only one gone.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a line drive. Foul. There's prior history in this matchup. He's gone 5 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. So 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Right. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And to score from third, the tying run.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there. And that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Next for the Mets, Juan Lagares. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Freddie Freeman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
In now, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Cespedes is playing here against his former employer. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Braves strand one. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. They entered this game near the bottom of the league in both runs scored and batting average, which has led to a lot of criticism of just about everyone involved. One player told me, "We don't deserve a lot of praise for the way we're swinging the bat this year," and that's been a real wake-up call. Most importantly, we expect way better of ourselves, so it's on us as the hitters to work together and figure this out. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder, Michael.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. To 2-2 now.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Acuña's there for it. One away. So with one away now, time for a check of the standings as you see that these guys find themselves 4.5 games back in the division race entering play. So the base is empty here with one away, and up steps the power bat of Peter Alonso. Here comes the first pitch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. One out, nobody on. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Number 21.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Todd Frazier. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Frazier, 33 years old. He's a corner infielder, normally a third baseman, but he's at the other corner at first base here in this one.
Yeah, this guy's got sure hands. You know, sometimes I want to make this point. First basemans get a bad rap because everyone thinks they could just go over there and handle a bag, pick balls in the dirt. Not the case. First basemen cannot be more important to helping out not only the pitching staff when they want to throw over, but also taking errors away from their infielders.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Low in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Striding in, Austin Riley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Riley.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now here's the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Coming to the plate now, Brian McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here it comes. Ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Dansby Swanson waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. McCann stands at first with 1 out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Ozzie Albies. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Into the box, Nick Markakis. Swung on but fouled off to the left. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
A pause and the 0-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8.
The catcher, Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
No strike.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Two and two to the Mets catcher.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Hit out towards second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
J.D. Davis the next at bat as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Cano leads off first with 1 away. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 1-2. Clears this one over toward first. There's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Drew Gagnon, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 47.
Ready for another shot now. Ronald Acuna. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Softly on a line to third. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
No strike.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in for the Braves, Josh Donaldson, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a ground ball to third. One there on to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, designated
Oh,
hitter.
that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The set and the 1-0. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2-2. Grounded to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. In now, Ahmed Rosario earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Rosario.
Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Here's Juan Lagares. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And he'll step off and fire to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael.
Ready once again, Michael Conforto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Markakis giving chase. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Mets strand one. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in once again, Austin Riley will step in now and lead things off for the Braves. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting on deck. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 home. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Brian McCann. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Dansby Swanson. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Peter Alonso. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch popped up. Freeman is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Todd Frazier, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Lane 11, 1-1.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Bases are empty, one man out.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Now in the box, Wilson Ramos comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just missing here, 2-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
A dive, but it's off his glove.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 to Cano. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Check swing called strike. 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Ramos at second. Cano on at first with 2 down. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. One and 2. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
The New York Mets, number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for Atlanta,
at the plate, Nick Markakis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Popped straight up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's 1 for 4. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside. The 1-1 home. Hot shot down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that. Now the 1-0. Line drive snagged on a short hop to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Jerry Familia is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Familia.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up.
The shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
2-1.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. First pitch on its way. And that one got a piece of him.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
No strike.
1-0 pitch. This is in the air to left field. Riley moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Rosario over at second. Lagares at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Peter Alonso. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The set and the 1-0. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well at fourth.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. The throw is offline. He's safe, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, Todd Frazier, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 1-0. Seared down the first baseline. Freeman's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 8th inning coming up. The Mets lead it 2-1. Tyler Batchelor has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 49.
So digging in now, Josh Donaldson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
3-0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. Taken, strike 1 outside corner.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the first pitch to him. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
A ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he misses again, ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. Fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Now batting, left fielder, Austin Riley.
Into the box, Austin Riley, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Ready with the 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The count now at 2-1. Cespedes on second. Riley at first. 2 out in the inning. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
Playing 2-2. Ball 3.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here's the payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Conforto racing back. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 2-2. Adam Duvall is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 23.
Daniel Winkler is on his way into the ball game now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
The catcher, Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Mm, 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. 1 down. Ready for another chance. Robinson Cano. It was a walk in his last trip. Cano waits on the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. Outside, 3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First delivery to him on the way. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Here now the 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. This will kick up against the wall now, and he'll pull into second with one away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Rosario, a runner at second with one away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Hops this one up. Freeman shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. So two are gone in the Mets half of the eighth, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball
4-1.
1 ball, no strike.
Two out here and a runner at second. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and he fouls this one off. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's now 4-2 New York. Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Markakis.
Looking for base runners here as they're down two playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner into the upper deck, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Ramos gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Markakis is retired, and there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder.
Standing in, Ronald Acuna. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 3-2 one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The 0-1 delivery. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Final strike for the Braves. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Keeps spiking him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-2 the final score today. The Mets seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Tyler Batchelor claims the win out of the pen, his first. Edwin Diaz closes the door for the save, his 34th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.